Down here in the bottom right in the red is Classic. Currently up 2-0. 1 game away from the round 4.
And up to the top left in blue, representing Europe, Taiwan, and Korea all in one. The Yaoi Flash Wolves. It is San. There are better players from overseas to come back. One of my favorites. And, of course, already made it to the round of 8. Wants to make a bounce back here, wants to make a comeback to make his way to the round of 4. Classic so far looking pretty good. Even ahead in probe production and pylon production in this game. I don't know if he got a better split on his probes or what, but
he's been doing that 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
I noticed it in the first game, didn't say anything. I said it in the second game, and now, once again, he's ahead in probe production somehow.
He's just really mining from the closed patches. It looks like a little bit more diligently than San is. Although it doesn't look too different here.
Yeah,
San is also maximizing his mining.
Maybe it's initial splits. I don't know. We didn't really get to see. But
if you have the APM to do it, a manual split might somehow be better than the automatic split. I just don't even imagine how that could be possible, though. I just auto split ever since Heart of the Swarm Beta came out. I never split again.
Nah.
Oh man, if you play as many Brood War games as I have, like the second I had auto split, I was like, that is awesome. That's it. No more. Never again will I ever have to worry about this.
Unless you want to be like Classic and somehow get ahead of San. And
yeah, I don't know if he. See, I just don't know. Did that actually work? We don't know.
Well, gas is coming out here a little bit later for San. But he doesn't really look behind. Seems like they're about the same gas production here. So maybe he got his first one out a little bit ahead.
Well, we're really arguing it or discussing over like very minute things in this game.
Looks like Classic actually just has 2 in each gas, so that's why.
Where's that probe going? Just going to scout?
Looking sneaky. He was going to scout, but now
I think he's just going to go scout.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. He's going to the right pretty far.
Nope.
The scout of San is definitely a scout. Coming up now towards the natural. Proby. And yeah, they're both just scouting. I got excited for a moment.
Right away for both players, you got that Stalker and the Warp Gate, but for Classic, he made an extra gateway here.
Yeah, extra gate means he wants more gateway units out early on, whereas San is going to save his money, save his minerals, and get units out faster, and then be able to get his tech out a little bit faster. You can see he's up significantly in gas as well, like we were talking about earlier. I think we're going to see a starting out of him, actually. Yep, there it is. On the production tab, you can see it. Let's see what he decides to pick when that's done. Oracle opening pretty good on this map, because you can harass that main mineral line and escape, like, no matter what. There's no space for stalkers or anything to chase you down after that, so you can just go in there, poke a little bit, and fly away.
2 sentries here. Usually you might see 1 for that early hallucination, you know, get it out pretty quickly, get that scout on with hallucination, but he does go for 2 here, using a lot of his gas. And in the meantime, just chrono boosting out that Warp Gate research.
Uh-oh, stalker fight.
And that Mothership Core is trying to get in the fight as well.
What a cheater using that Mothership Core.
There's a big cheer in the crowd for the Mothership Core to get that 1 hit. It did.
Mothership Core is like, I want to help out. Mothership Core, loudest attack animation sound for least amount of damage like ratio we've ever had.
Oh yeah, of course.
In any video game in the world. What did he cancel just then? Was that a robo? I wish I knew.
May have been something, but he did scout the Nexus, and that's why he's doing this. He's making this pylon forward. Wants to go for an attack. He adds 2 more gateways here, and he's making more oracles. He's going to go 3-gate oracle here.
Well, you know, if he knows those sentries are there too, he knows the oracle can probably just burst those down. And I think that's what he's going to do. He's going to come up here, burst those sentries down with the oracle, warp in a bunch of stalkers, and try to end the game this way. Let's see. No, he's just going to go harass, I guess.
I'm not sure if he knows just yet, but once he sees it, he's going to think about that strategy, of course.
It's just maybe a bit too late. So many stalkers here, and the Immortal isn't out yet.
I think he's got to wait for the Immortal. He can't let them be alone. Okay. Does do that. Puts up the Nexus Cannon for now. Defends against those Stalkers hidden in there. He's got the Stalkers to defend the Mineral Line in the main as well.
San, look at his face. He's looking desperate here. He knows this is unlikely to work, but he's got almost no more choice here. You know, his opponent's on 2 base. He's on 1. His Nexus is going to be so late if he just tries to back away. His opponent's tech is better too. Double Oracle all the way coming in here. Doesn't actually commit, even though there's a, you know, he could actually just fight against those Stalkers or ignore them. He's just a bit too timid.
Could do a lot of economical damage. I guess he just doesn't want to lose them just yet. He wants them in the fight. He's building up a big army here at the front. He's waiting for that Nexus Cannon to possibly go down and then maybe just fight straight up. Maybe snipe out the sentries. Oh, he's moving in.
All right, double force field goes down here, and he's going to try to trap these units inside. The Oracle's starting to fight a little bit here, but he's bumbling around here, not actually firing. Now starts to hit that Nexus. You need to see that Nexus's hit points because I think it's about half gone. Morals are starting to fire here. He's going to target those smartly here with the Oracles, and that's a great time warp on top of the ramp. This could be San's moment, but the Nexus Cannon is active.
Nexus Cannon is active again. The Oracles are trying to come back in here and get some damage done, but with 2 Immortals and another one coming out here, it's so hard with the mainly Stalker army to fight it straight up.
A lot of missed targeting there by Sans. Half of his army was shooting at the Nexus during that, and it was at 860 hit points. You know, if you're going to target it, you got to commit. If you're not going to commit, you got to fight the army. It peeled a lot of his army away. The priority was taken from some of those, some of those attacks. And now that he's going to get another Immortal out here, I think that Classic is pretty set to hold at this point.
Yeah, he's got 2 Nexi worth of, you know, Chrono Boost. He's got that extra saturation. He's got around the same amount of probes here, but, you know, he's at least got that. He's able to make a lot of Immortals out here and a lot of Gateway units as well.
Okay, now he's finally just going to go ahead and kick the bucket here and just try to target down as many as he can. I like this choice. But here he goes. This is his chance. This is his opportunity. His last chance, in fact. See if he can do it. Time Warp goes down here. Not the best one we've ever seen. Those Immortals are targeting Zealots, though. They need to be shooting the Stalkers.
They're only targeting Zealots. Only just now do they get to the Stalkers, but it looks like maybe he might be able to push it back, yeah.
Yeah, he just has too many units in general. The other Immortals are about to pop out here. He's going to start killing these units. He's so confident that he could just walk out here and end San. This is going to be the end here. It looks like most likely a 3rd Immortal joins the fray here. He does target that Immortal pretty nicely here, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be the last of these units. And GG, Classic with the 3-0. Will it be the first player to advance to the semifinals here at the KeSPA Cup?
I was saying, you know, he was getting some confidence from those games against Rogue, and he looked really good here against San. Showing that even though his stats say he's not that good in PvP, he really is. I mean, San's really good in the matchup as well. He's a great player. And
I was wrong.
Here he goes with 3-0.
I was wrong. I really thought San was going to come out on top here. But he looked a little bit shaky, to be honest. I feel in his play a little bit desperate at times when he really didn't need to be.
Yeah, maybe a bit of nerves coming in here. You know, he's not so used to being here in Korea playing in the booth so much. You know, he's been out in Europe. I'm sure he's on a lot of stages doing a lot of things. That's not what I'm trying to say, but he's definitely, you know, Classic has been in this booth so many times here for Pro League, and maybe just feels a little bit more comfortable.
This is the next arena. This is Classic's, you know, basically his home for playing.
Classic versus Yoi Flash Wolves goes 3-0.
Beat a whole team 3-0, man. Up next, we're going to have Zest versus SOS in our last best of 5 of the night. Should be a pretty exciting PvP. I think Zest is definitely going to have a hard time versus SOS, but you know, won a PvP before. Could shock us here. We're going to have a commercial break, though, before